Well, hello YouTube. Welcome to the channel. I'm Doug, and today I'm going to do a review, an unboxing and review of the Onwote OW5. It's a battery powered along with a solar charger camera that you can use for surveillance around your property, pan, tilt, and zoom, so it's pretty handy. This camera was sent to me for review by Onwote, so thank you to them for that. They are not paying me. There are no conditions of the review, and they do not see it before I post it live online. So, with that said, let's take a look at it. The camera has a max resolution of 5 megapixel, which turns out to be 2592 by 144, so it's pretty high resolution in its highest setting. It has a pan range of 355 degrees, so it can almost look completely in a circle. Tilt range of 120 degrees, pretty high up, pretty low down. It has a built-in battery, a 9,000 milliamp hour battery, and it includes a solar panel so that battery can be topped off. I found battery life to be really excellent, even without the solar panel, but we'll talk about that a little more. The biggest memory card that it can hold is 128 gig if you want to store your clips on the camera itself for edge recordings. It has two-way talk, it has a built-in Siren, and it has AI detection, so it can determine what moved. Was that a car? Was it a person? Was it a pet? Which turns out to be pretty handy as well. A couple of additional points as we get this thing unboxed. The camera can be used free as it is right out of the box. It will only store 6 seconds of clips to the cloud, and it will store them in SD resolution, not in HD. They will only store your clips for 7 days. You cannot fast forward 4 times playback on those. And all of that is included free at no additional charge. If you want to extend some of those features, you can record in HD on the cloud. You can keep your recordings for up to 30 days. You can have a recording duration of not 6 seconds, but 30 seconds. And you can have the 4 times playback. And there is an additional charge to increase your cloud storage. In addition, if you want the artificial intelligence brain power added to your camera, there's an additional charge for that as well. So the camera can be used free, and it can be stepped up in capabilities by paying a small monthly fee, a couple of dollars, to get the AI and get additional storage and additional features. So it's up to you if it's worth it or not. Looking at the camera and the mount here, it's very simple. They do include the screws and anchors that you might need to mount this camera, but literally 2 screws in this bracket, and then the camera snaps into it. It's a lock into place, so it's very, very sturdy, very steady, so it makes an excellent platform. You can see it snaps into place. The antennas can fold down if you're trying to get it up next to the ceiling, or you might want to fold one down, one up, depending on the location of your access point. But this mounting system is very flexible, and I found it very, very useful in different mounting positions. You can mount these screws at the top or the screws on the back if you wanted to mount to a wall or to a ceiling. So pretty flexible, pretty handy, and I like the way this thing snaps together and is easy to take down if you need it to without too much effort. Now, the solar panel also comes with this mounting adapter here and the screws and anchors for it as well. Basically, this allows you to mount the solar panel in a position that you can point it so that it gets the most amount of sun during the day. So in terms of installation difficulty, this unit is very simple to install. A couple of screws to mount the camera bracket on the wall, a couple of screws to mount the solar panel mounting adapter there, and then just run the wire between them and you're done. So that's the big advantage of this kind of system with no wires to go back to an internal or a unit inside. You can just put it just about anywhere and it should work well. This unit is 2.4 gigahertz only. It does not include 5 gigahertz, and that's actually by design, I would imagine, because the 5 gigahertz signal does not travel well through walls and through obstructions, but the 2.4 gigahertz travels very well through walls. So this camera is only 2.4, but that's really all you need for an outdoor camera like this. Setting the camera up with the app is consistent with most modern applications like this. You'll point the app using your camera. You'll point the app's camera at the barcode on the camera itself, let it register that information. It'll go through a few screens where you'll tell it about your network, the name of your network, and then you'll actually create a barcode that you present to the camera, which configures all the settings internally for the camera. So it's a very straightforward process. The app walks you through it. Shouldn't take more than a few minutes. To complete the setup, you'll be presented some information on how to position the camera when you're mounting it to the wall or to the ceiling, and how to position the solar panel, which is the next step. The installation is this next step in the process, and this is the easiest step of all because you don't have to have wires extended out to this location from wherever you're wanting the camera to be located. Since it's wireless, you can position the camera anywhere. A couple of screws into the base to hold the camera, a couple of screws into the mounting bracket for the solar panel, connect the solar panel to the camera, and the installation is complete. So there's really not a lot to it, and that flexibility of being able to put the camera anywhere you want it makes this a more useful option than a wired camera in a lot of ways. That flexibility, for example, this is a rental property that we're doing some renovating on, and I wanted to be able to keep a watch on who came into the backyard through the gate. So mounting the camera to the outside edge of this patio cover here was ideal, because this way I can point the camera right at the gate, and anybody who comes to the gate or comes into the backyard will immediately be picked up by the camera and recorded. So that flexibility, super valuable. So just a little bit of attention to detail here. Wrap the wires up nicely, kind of feed it into the USB port. There's a hole in the middle of the rubber plug that covers the USB port, so you can feed the wire through the center of the plug. That allows you to keep the hole plugged and seal it off to the weather, but also allows you to get the power cord through that hole and up into the camera to provide power from the solar panel. So well thought out. Creates a nice, professional looking installation. No difficulty in getting power out to the site, no cable to run back to a recorder. It's all right here on the post, power and camera. Looks nice. Two-way talk allows you to carry on a conversation with whoever's on camera.
How does it sound?
It sounds good. It sounds very clear. Sounds good.
What are you doing on my property?
I'm taking your dog. I hear you really well. You're very clear.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, go play.
Siren mode is just what it sounds like. Activate a siren. I mentioned earlier in the video about the pan and tilt range of the camera, and as noted, this camera can turn around and look at the post that it's mounted to. So it's really got a wide pan range. You can go just about in a complete circle and see everything you need to see. Very flexible. Night vision will work in the infrared mode until motion is detected, and when something moves, then it goes to color night vision, where it actually turns on a small light on the camera and gives you detailed color vision at night. So it does require a light to do this, but it works very well. So looking at the main page of the app here, you've got the bit rate and your Wi-Fi connection strength at the top there under the screen. You can take screenshots. You can do a talkback intercom feature. You can record clips directly from what you're looking at to your phone. You can turn on or off motion detection. You can activate the pan, tilt, zoom features, which we'll show in a little bit, and you can turn the light on the camera on and off. Second page of options there is the siren. You can set it up to have a warning if motion is detected and flash a strobe light. You can turn on full color night vision, and you can look at the album of photos that you recorded or videos that you recorded previously. when you activate the AI feature, that allows the camera to have some intelligence and know what it's looking at. For example, you can see here it shows that it can identify people or pets or cars or packages. So when a pet walks by, then the camera will alert you and tell you that a pet passed by, or if it sees a person, it'll say, oh, a person passed by. I was also impressed with the wide range of customization settings that the app allows you. You can see they've got a full menu of options here, and the options let you fine tune some of the settings. For example, if you want to record more sensitive motion, or if you want to record less sensitive motion, or if you want to save power, or if you want to have it record a little bit longer, all of those things are customizable in the app. So that's very flexible in terms of letting you kind of set it up like you want it to operate. Another feature that some other brands of cameras have kind of gotten beat up on is encryption. This camera will allow you to encrypt the video so it's not sent in plain unencrypted form over the internet. And that's kind of an overview of the most important features of this camera. Overall, it works very well. I found that it worked a lot better with Wi-Fi 6 routers than it did older routers. So that's something to keep in mind. Obviously, older routers are not as fast and don't support the speeds that Wi-Fi 6 do. And this camera really took advantage of that Wi-Fi 6 speeds. Most of the camera's features are really good. I'm not sure the Siren is going to scare anybody off if you've got a dedicated criminal out there trying to do something. But if you're trying to scare away animals or something like that, I think the Siren could be useful. I found the camera to be, for its intended purpose, a wireless camera that you can place anywhere you need remote surveillance. I found it to be a really useful tool, and it's worth a look. If you'd like to learn more about it, there's a link in the description where you can check out their Amazon page. Well, I hope you found that useful and perhaps interesting. If you did, how about giving us a thumbs up on the video? That helps out the channel, lets YouTube know to tell other folks to take a look at this video. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. It's free, and it'll let you know when there's new channel updates and videos posted. Thanks for checking out the video. Appreciate you stopping by. Take care.